On the phone with me from Washington is Counselor of the U.S. Department of State, Derek Chollet. He serves at the rank of Undersecretary as a Senior Policy Advisor to the Secretary of State. Mr. Chollet, thank you for speaking with Ukrainian Independent Radio.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Russia is currently conducting large-scale nuclear drills near Ukraine's border. Do you believe that Vladimir Putin is now preparing for a full-scale invasion?
Well, as you heard President Biden say yesterday in his speech from the White House to the American people and the world, that based on the information we have, it does appear that Vladimir Putin has made the decision to renew its aggression towards Ukraine. We don't have an exact idea of the timing. It could be at any moment in any day. And as you say, that we are already seeing the expected steps that the Russians have been planning to create a pretext for further invasion.
Can you speak to whether the United States has seen any credible evidence to support Russia's claims that Ukraine is acting to provoke a confrontation in its occupied eastern regions?
We've seen no credible evidence to support or validate those claims. And in fact, we have seen the exact opposite. It's quite clear for some time now, and Secretary Blinken spoke very explicitly to this point in front of the United Nations Security Council on Friday morning, that Moscow is seeking to obscure through lies and disinformation the fact that Russia is in fact the aggressor here. And it's a well-tested part of their playbook that they will try to create a pretext and look as though they are responding to aggression when in fact it's Moscow that is the aggressor.
What concerns to broader security does the United States have in case Vladimir Putin does intend to invade?
Well, we are very concerned, and not just the United States concerned, but I think you have seen over the course of the last several days, weeks, and even months, the entire world is concerned about Russia's further invasion of Ukraine and its threats to Ukraine. This is obviously going to be devastating for the people of Ukraine because it's quite clear that what Russia has planned is something that will bring about tremendous hardship to the Ukrainian people and also, frankly, many Russians in the process. At the same time, it's going to be very destabilizing in the heart of Europe. And we are quite concerned about refugees flowing from this situation. And of course, whenever there is war can take unpredictable paths. And that's why the United States and our NATO allies are taking prudent steps to reinforce and reassure NATO's eastern flank from north to south, from Poland and the Baltics to Romania, to make sure that our NATO allies feel protected and reassured during what is going to be an incredibly stressful time.
I understand that you're working with limited time, Counselor, but I also want to ask you, what are you advising American citizens who are currently still in Ukraine?
We have been making clear for days now that American citizens should depart Ukraine immediately, given the threat that Russia is posing to Ukraine. There are commercial means still widely available by air, road, and train, and we are asking American citizens to take advantage of those means to get out while they can. The President, Secretary Blinken, have been very, very clear that the United States military will not be in a position to provide an evacuation of American citizens from Ukraine. So we really believe it is a prudent step for American citizens to leave now while there are commercial options that are still available.
Thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. We've been on the line with Derek Chollet, Counselor of the U.S. Department of State. I'm Dan Terlecki for Ukrainian Independent Radio. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.